Hey, 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 hey. Welcome to After the Buzzers, man. Our Memphis Tiger wrap up. Cassius, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't good. That wasn't good at all, man. It wasn't good at all. But we gonna dissect and break it all down, man,
Yeah.
and really talk about what's going on with the Memphis Tigers, man. It wasn't a good showing from beginning to end. I thought that this would be a game, a defining game, a nationally televised game for the Tigers, and maybe they would come out with a better focus, a better intensity, better defensive and offensive intensity, really.
Right,
And
right, right.
we didn't get that today. So, Cassius, let's talk about this game today, and definitely we want all of the audience. Please comment on the chat. Let us know what you're thinking, because this wasn't what we. Well, I guess it was what we've come to expect from the Tigers, Cassius. I
Right,
think
right.
we have to start to look at this team realistically about where they're at, the type of team they are, what their future looks like, and we're really going to have to just come to grips with this may not be one of Penny Hardaway's best teams that he's had as coach of the Memphis Tigers. So
Man.
let's just chat about it, man. Tell me what you're thinking, and tell me what your thoughts are about the game.
Man, look, hey, right now people are already in the chat right now, and they're surprised just like we are. I guess my guy Josh, he said, bro, what happened? Hey, we trying to see the
Yeah,
same thing, Josh. Oh my God, it's
yeah,
like
yeah,
right now
yeah,
it's
yeah,
kind of hard to say.
yeah.
One thing I say is effort, and the next thing I say is heart, and then the last thing I would say is defense
I
and
think, yeah,
rebounding, rebounding. Man, look, it's all facets of the game, and one of the things I can say right now, um, we need a pure point guard, and I don't think we have that right now. I don't think we have it. And it showed tonight. It really showed tonight. So
yeah,
yeah, it
yeah.
was
It
pretty
was tough.
bad.
It was tough. It was tough. The first thing that comes to mind, I think, as you hit it on the head, one of the things is the defensive intensity. We trailed the whole game. I
Right.
mean, we were not up on them. We were not into them defensively. The team was in a trailing position. They were not helping on defense as well. Wide open shots, wide open shots. And it was ridiculous. And so we can start to try to make excuses for the Tigers. This is not a great team. A collection of players. It is a collection of great players, but it's not a great team. And so that's killing the Tigers. We don't see a team effort when we see the Tigers play. We see a lot of individual performances. The first half, Tomlin and DJ played his butt off, but the team didn't play well, and so that was sorry from beginning to end. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, man. It's like, whew. You can see right now, me looking at the stats right now, the the defensive rebounding 40-29.
Wow. Wow.
We've been dealing with the Tigers have been dealing with this all season long. Offensive rebounding and defensive rebounding. Right now, it's like it's been the main thing far as other than a point guard getting assists during the game. Rebounding is like one of the major problems I see with the Tigers. It's like, and we have a big team. So I don't see what's the problem other than effort. And I don't see that. The effort and the intensity, I don't see that right now with this team. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't.
Prime example of effort and intensity, Cassius, is the play where Quinterly turned the ball over for the second time,
Right.
and on the second turnover he stayed, he fell down, and he just stayed down court. He didn't get
Yes.
up and he didn't run back. He didn't get up and he tried to get back into play. You never know what happened. Hustle matters. Hustle plays matter,
Mm-hmm.
and none of that occurred. And I was like, wow, that's a microcosm of the team. Just no effort, man. No effort.
At
And,
all.
and Joshua, they were good on offense, but they had a lot.
Oh, Lee, we lost you for a minute. Oh man, my guy Lee. Look at that. SMU made us lose Lee for a second. We're gonna get Lee back in just a moment. Hopefully he locked up for a moment. But yeah, man, SMU, they had a great offense, and it's like they put a lot of pressure on the Tigers to handle business, and it didn't happen. And it didn't happen, man. So right now, what do you think? Until Lee comes back, we're gonna go ahead and go one shot. We're gonna wait till my guy Lee comes back, and give me 1 second, people. Yeah, we're gonna wait till my guy. Yeah, he hasn't came back yet. So yeah, when Lee comes back, we'll fill you in on that end. But yeah, as far as the Tigers, man, give me some in the chat. See, well, what y'all think about the Tigers' loss and the 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 pressure is getting put on Penny and the Tigers. So right now, what you guys think about it as far as this situation? Let me see. He said, I don't know what's going on with our defense, man. This is not the team I used to see. You know what, Josh? You are correct on this end, man. This is not the team I'm used to seeing. Right now, far as defensive wise and offensive wise, it's like right now, we only have two guys at the moment that's giving us energy right now. It's DJ and Tomlin. Everybody else is like we're hoping that we can see something from the other guys, and it's not happening. So I don't know what's going on at the present time. Right now, the Tigers, they're not looking, and people are always saying Penny, Penny, Penny. We need to fire Penny, we need to fire Penny. And I don't think the problem is Penny Hardaway. I think it's the team in general. Right now, I think our team in general is not showing heart or anything at the present time. I really don't. And so I think the Tigers is going to be a major gut check far as what they're going to do now after this loss. What you got, Josh said, so you... Yes. At the beginning, yeah. So he said this should have happened. Yeah. Yes, you are correct. Hey, right now, I don't know. It's kind of, I'm kind of shell shocked at the moment. It's like after watching that game, it kind of shell shocked me at the moment, and I don't even know. I don't know what to do about this, and I don't know. Penny is probably in the same situation at the present time. He's probably in the same position at the present time, and it's kind of hurting. Yeah, we got the ACC tournament. Right now, how the Tigers look currently, yeah, it's going to be a bad look for the Tigers. If they don't come up with some intensity with this tournament coming up, they're not going to make the postseason at all. And there's going to be a lot of major changes as far as scholarships, players, and assistant coaches. And it's going to be pretty bad. So I don't know what's going on currently. But, yeah, we need to fix it. Yeah, we're going to go one shot. Because, man, right now, my guy, Lee, we're trying to see if we can get him back. And I don't think he's back at the moment. Yeah, he's not back. But anyway, yeah. I don't know, people. Tigers, man, it's looking pretty bad. But like I said at first, the first half, they look like they tried. I guess you can say they tried, but DJ and Tomlin, they tried. But I think on our end, far as point guard play, Javon, you got to step it up, my guy. Quinley, you had 5 turnovers. 5 turnovers. For you being the point guard right now, and the turnovers to assist ratio, you had 5 assists and 5 turnovers. You're basically canceling out the turnovers you had during the game. So it's basically like you're canceling out points the whole time. So we need an actual pure point guard who can control the floor of the game and get the ball in other people's hands. And right now, we don't have that. We do not have that. Yeah. Yeah, Josh, man, who knows, man. It's kind of bad at the present time, man. It's kind of bad at the present time. Man, look. Yeah, and I'm tripping off my guy. Let me give my guy a call to make sure he's okay. Because Lee, we lost Lee. And I don't know what's going on at the present time with my guy Lee. Give me one second.
I had a power surge at the house. I'm loaded. It just came back up.
And okay.
I'm loading back out.
Okay. So my guy Lee had a power surge, and he's going to get back with us as ASAP. He says he's on his way ASAP with us right now. Almost like, yeah, you are so correct, Josh. The UAB game, you are so correct. Hey, is the turnovers we get from Javon is pretty bad at the present time, and I don't know. Not gonna even lie. The point guard play we had last year versus the point guard play we have this year is totally different. Oh yeah, my guy Lee, he had a power surge. That's what knocked him out because I was looking, I'm like, my guy Lee he just zapped out on me. Yeah, but yeah, he'll be back in just a second. But yeah, point guard play, and then the size we have is no excuse for us. The defensive ratio we have right now, as far as rebounding, is terrible. For the size we have, for the size the Tigers have, it's no excuse for what we are doing on the offensive and defensive rebounding. It's not. It's not a reason for this play. But hey, everybody try to blame Penny for this. And it's not Penny's problem. Penny gets the players and he's coaching the players. As far as effort, you can't coach effort. You can't coach effort because the Tigers turn on and they turn off sometimes. And that's what we're getting right now. We're getting the turn off play and the turn on play. And the Tigers right now. Yeah, you are correct. You are correct, Josh. What you got? He said what's the main right now, I assume, yeah, you are correct, defensive, but the main thing we need to focus on is low turnover ratio and offensive and defensive rebounding. Because right now, we're not getting anything right now on each end, offensive or defensive rebounding. It's terrible at the moment. What you say? You are correct. I don't know who we got. We got my guy Lee back. There you go, Lee. Oh, he's back. Hey! Hey, hold on. I don't hear you, Lee. You still fix your mic. Fix your mic. Hold on. I can't hear you, Lee. Yeah, you are correct, Josh. We're missing a lot of threes. Hold on one second, Lee. Yeah, I'm not getting your audio, Lee. Your audio still on, Lee. But until Lee gets back, you say, what, Josh? My bad. You are correct. The main thing we are missing a lot of threes, man. And and the main thing was we were depending on Javon, and then we were depending on Jaquan for threes also. And Jaquan, he has not had this game was a terrible game. This game was a terrible game for Jaquan, and he's 0 for 3. And let me see if my guy. Give me 1 second, Lee, because I don't see why you're. Yeah, I don't know why you're not getting up, Lee. Can you say something now, Lee? His mic was working. Hey, Lee, your mic started working and you backed out again. Yeah, Lee, your mic started working and then you backed out and it cut off. Give me 1 second, Lee. Yeah, I don't know, Lee. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with my guy Lee's microphone. Say something now, Lee. I can hear you now. Lee. Lee, can you hear me? Lee, can you hear me? I can hear you. Give me 1 second, people. We're having technical difficulties right now, people. Technical difficulties. Give us 1 second. Lee, I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, good deal. Good deal.
Yeah, because I can hear you last time, but for some parent, hey, Josh, can you hear Lee right now? Say something, Lee.
I'm back.
Okay, I can hear you.
Okay, good deal. Good deal. Like again, I apologize. Had a little power surge here at the house. I don't know what happened there, but I do apologize. I definitely want to join in on the chat, but yeah, I saw some of the comments as far as how we were missing threes and they were wide open on a lot of shots though. I mean, our
Yes.
help defense, our help defense was not there. Initial on ball defense sometimes was there, but then you would see if they made two passes, they got a wide open three. And then the
Yes.
intensity on the boards. I mean, give me a break. At one time, it was 17-2 in offensive rebounds. That's ridiculous. I mean, we just didn't compete the way we expect the Tiger team to compete, and that's unfortunately has been a theme of what's going on with the Tigers.
Yeah, man. Right now, the Tigers, man, they hurt. It's like I was so shell shocked the first half. I was like, wait a minute. I know this is not the Tigers, man. It's not the Tigers. And I'm like, man, look, it's getting bad. And like Josh said, how do we fix this for tourney time? And I don't.
Well, it depends on what tournament you're talking about, right?
Right. Because he was talking about the American Conference. Yeah.
Okay. Because let me say this, the Tigers are currently in sixth place right now.
Yeah.
They're going to mess around and have to play in the first round of the tournament, and they're going to have to go up. If they drop 7 or below, they're going to have to play some of the higher seeds early. And this type of intensity and this type of effort is just not going to get it. Look, a lot of the times I feel, David played a great game. That guy, his scoring ability is unreal.
Right.
But you look around at the rest of the team, if they're not getting the ball or scoring, then their defensive intensity drops. And that's not what we need. We need a team that's got some ball movement, that everybody's engaged both offensively and defensively. And again, I'll say it, and I've said it again, this is one of the worst defensive teams that Penny has had since he's been at Michigan. And it's very disappointing because they're a very athletic team that can play. So yeah, every rebound it seemed like SMU got. Every loose ball it like SMU got. And that, you cannot have that. You just cannot have that.
The effort plays, man, it was kind of discouraging on the effort plays, and I was like, man, it's no reason for them to get that many rebounds. And I'm like, I don't know, for me being a homer, I'm born and raised Memphis. And so when I see my Tigers lose in this fashion, it hurts. And I'm like, it was terrible.
Yeah. The thing that's most disturbing now is they put them in a position to where they have to win the AAC tournament to make the big dance.
Right.
They're putting themselves in that position. And you don't want to have that type of pressure with the way this team is competing to have to win the tournament to get in the big dance. They don't look like a top 25 team. They don't look like, at very least, they're probably in the lower half of the overall rankings right now. They've dropped. Look, they're 3-6. They're 3-6 since they were 15-3. And this is not what we expect. And again, Cassius, I can't pin it on the coaching.
No.
You see effort out there. You see a lack of effort out there.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the coaching. It's a lack of effort. And we know people are playing, but they're not playing as one solid unit. And you can tell that by how defensively they're wide open shots, how they're not rebounding the
Right.
basketball, how
Right.
they're trailing always when these teams are coming off pick and roll. And we just need a better defensive. I almost would like for Penny to find his best defensive team
Right.
with David Jones and put them out there and let
Man.
those guys play. That may be a recipe for some future success, but right now it's just not getting the job done.
Well, I would think for far as Tumblin and David Jones, because at least I see effort that's coming from those two perspectives, as far as Tumblin and DJ. But for far as the other people, I don't know. And then you hear us chatter saying, well, the players, they're quitting on Penny, whoop de whoop. Look, if they're quitting on Penny at this point, they must not be looking to make it the league far as future endeavors, far as making the NBA, because the main thing you're seeing is the stuff you're doing right now is tape for the NBA. So scouts are going to be looking at this tape that you're putting out now for the NBA. And if you're putting up a piss poor effort in college right now, what you going to do when you get a little money in your pocket? Because right now,
there's not a lot of NBA quality play out there on the Tigers side of David Jones. He's an NBA player. We all know that. We see that. We see it, every time he's on the court. Other than that, we talking NBA, I don't see that type of skill level, certainly not output by the team at this point. And so those guys need to be playing just to get in the tournament and get extra exposure, because right now it is really, really bad. And it's hard to say who is even the second best player on the team at this point, Cassius, because it's a big drop from David Jones to everybody else's play.
Man, it's like, and you are so correct, the drop-off is like tremendous. And it's crazy when we heard the chatter as far as when the season first started, and they were like, man, look, Penny, these players were the star players from the other teams. And I'm seeing like, okay, where are the star players? They left the building already? Hey, seriously. I'm like, where did the star players go? Really, because right now, I don't see it. I don't see no star power. I just see one star and a half a star. Yeah. But 5 stars, no. I don't see.
It's not. Collectively, they're just a collective mess. They have a lot of individual players that can play. You have players that have talent that just disappear. I mean, we talked about it earlier. Walton just disappeared. Didn't see him the whole game. You might have saw his braids in his jersey, but we didn't see him the rest of the game. We didn't see it. The big Thomas Kid Watson there. The big guy from Louisiana. We don't see him. We don't see these guys. And I'm not, all of these guys, again, collectively, they're talented players. But in a team environment, they're just not doing the things necessary to be successful.
We got a question from the chat.
Do they miss Caleb Mills? Absolutely. They miss his on-ball defensive intensity. When Memphis won all those games early, it was David Jones, but it was also Caleb Mills as the catalyst defensively, on-ball. They looked so much better as a unit when Mills was in there. And we have to look at it. The slide started really when Mills went out. And what is your opinion? But it started when Mills went out.
It's so crazy when Josh asked that question. I remember the game when he got hurt, and it's like I don't know if it was a slick spot or what like that, but when he fell and got hurt, it's like we were up enough to it didn't affect us that game. But the next game, I was like, wait a minute, it's like I don't see the same intensity that's coming from the Tigers. It's like, and it's crazy that you would think that one guy can affect you this much on defense. And it's like, even on the rebounds, because I look at the stat line. Why is DJ the leading rebounder for the Tigers?
Yeah. That's effort. That's effort, man. That's effort. And Ken, I don't mean to cut you off, but you say why you feel that Mills' absence is the catalyst, because
Right.
he was always on the ball. Loose balls, he would get loose balls. He was an on-ball defender that made everything else go. And
Right.
Jones is a pretty good defender as well.
Yeah, he
And
is.
so when you have those two guys together, and again, to me, you piece everything around that. But they need to come in, and if I was Penny, you got David Jones.
Mm-hmm.
I would put my best defensive team in there. And let me say this. I know Malcolm has a few limitations as far as his stamina goes, but I would put Malcolm out there to protect the rim, and I would get
Right.
up into people. I would get up into people and guard them, and then let him be your rim protector. I mean, I think
Yeah.
Tomlin he will be a good defender as well. He can
Right.
be a great defender, but they don't have a collective unit team that's defensively sound, and it shows every
It
game
really
they're playing.
does. It really does. And I sit back, and you are, hey, like you said, Josh, one guy shouldn't affect the team. Like, and basically, if you have a team full of athletic players, but watching this game, it's like it was certain plays SMU had, certain Tigers. I'm not gonna call out any names. It looked like you were slipping and sliding, like you were playing on wet paint out in the court. And it looks sad because I'm hearing the oohs and ahs on the TV, and I'm like, what the? It's like I wanted to scream, and I don't try to curse in my home while my child is around, so I try to refrain from cursing. But I'm like, eh. It's like I had certain times I had to walk out of the game because it was killing me inside to see the Tigers losing in this form of fashion. And I'm like, I never seen it. From me watching the Tigers and I'm 47 years old, and I never seen the Tigers lose like this. It's like, and you have this team was pegged to be one of the top teams in the NCAA, and right now, I don't know what that team have. I don't know what happened to that team at all.
But they was 10th ranked at one point,
Yes.
and their play got them to a ranking. They were a top 25, top 10 team at the
Right.
time that they was playing. They were that. That's who they were. To quote
Yeah.
Denny Green, "You are who we think you are," right? And that's who they were. That was the effort. That was the skill that they were putting on the court. That's
Right.
just not happening now. And
At
and
all.
and Cass, I would be remiss to say if they was a top 50 team at this point, the
Man.
way
Oh my
they're
God.
playing. And it's unfortunate because they have individual skilled players that collectively, for some reason, they're not
Mm-hmm.
taking the coaching of Penny Hardaway. And again, for me, put the players that want to play defense. You can always translate your defense to offense if you're a good defensive team, and put David Jones out there and see what you go. You have five conference games left to experiment with that.
Right.
See what you have, because they're going to have to be playing extremely hard and be on their A game once the tournament comes, because that's going to determine their NCAA fate.
Yeah, man. Ooh-wee. So Lee, right now, at the present time, what do you think that will fix? I know we spoke on some of it, but what do you think in the whole that would fix the Tigers losing woes, man? I
Yeah,
know you
I
said
just think
defensive wise, but
they're going to have to be a better defensive team, on-ball defender. I don't see them defending the way that they should. I don't see them getting up into people. So again, like I said earlier, I think you get your best defensive players. You get your best defensive players and put them out there from a wing, and put Malcolm in there. Malcolm is a rim protector, and then you
yes.
go out and you guard. If you don't guard, you don't play. If you don't guard, you're going to play. And the other thing is, I need far more motion in their offense, Cassius. I mean, it's a lot of dribbling and it's a lot of standing. It's a lot of dribbling and a lot of standing. No pick and roll, no motion. No. Earlier in the season, they were doing a lot of on-ball screening, handoffs.
Yes.
Earlier in the season, all of that has gone away. I don't know
Yes.
what's going on with them. All of that has gone away. So I want to see more motion, more handoffs, a more dribble drive. So you're exactly right. They have FAU twice, and look. Can they rise up to that level to play FAU? Yes. Will
Yes.
they do it? I have my doubts. Will they
Yeah.
do it? I have my doubts. But can they do it? Absolutely, they can do it. But will they do it? I'm still on the fence. I'm very low on the fence with that.
Man, me too. And it's like I hate to say that, but I'm very low on the fence myself, man. And it's just watching the Tigers. Like the main thing is like if they win the tournament, as far as their tournament, and then they beat the lads like FAU, they beat them twice. Then they can make the tournament. But what version of the Tigers are you going to see in the NCAA tournament? We don't know. And the main thing is like the effort they're giving now. I don't even want to see them go to the tournament because it's going to be a terrible first game. I hate to say that because me being a Tigers fan, I don't want it's like you're going to watch a concert and then like you finna go watch Tyrese singing, but Tyrese is sick at the present time and he's going to give a piss poor effort and he's not going to sound good. I don't want to see that concert. hey, take that back to the house. I don't want to see that. Yeah. I want to see somebody. I want to see a good effort. And I don't know if I'm going to see that coming from the Tigers right now.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What's the most unfortunate thing is I don't want Penny Hardaway to get any type of rap about his coaching. I see Penny coaching hard. I see him coaching hard. I see him coaching the kids hard. Let me say this to you, Cassius. There is not a lot you can do if you don't have effort from your team. You can coach until you're in a puddle of sweat, but there's not a lot you can do if the effort is not there.
Man.
And we're seeing SMU just pummel them on the boards. I mean, it wasn't just pummel them on the boards, and that's effort. That's boxing out. That's effort. That's going. And so you need to find the players who are going to step up to the game both defensively, that will rebound the basketball, and that will crash the boards offensively. And we're not seeing that right now. Just not seeing it from the guys that are out there.
Man, it's hard to say. And it's the funny thing is I look at the team we had last year, and I'm like, man, look, if we had the same team this year, everything would be different as far as effort-wise. I wish we can put the heart and soul of those guys we had last year into these guys we have this year. Because if we put that same energy and tenacity they had last year, because their own ball defense, man, look, the Tigers were hellish for every team that played them last year. And this year, I don't see it.
You brought a lot of transfers. You brought a lot of transfers in, Cassius.
Yeah, they did. Right.
And the one thing I'll say about Memphis basketball, great homegrown talent in the city of Memphis, guys that are hard-nosed, that play defense, that rebound. I like to see some of those that have left stay because you got a hodgepodge of a lot of different players from different programs around this country, and this is an experiment that didn't mesh, and it's playing out right in front of you. And this is the biggest thing. This is the biggest thing. If we didn't see it early from the players, and we saw this effort all year, then we could say, oh, they just didn't have it. But to go 15-3, the teams that they beat early, and to be where they are now, something's wrong with the chemistry, and that has to be fixed. And I don't know if there's enough time to fix it the rest of this year.
No, 5 games. If they can fix this in 5 games. Because right now we're on life support right now. Right now the Tigers on life support. And, hey, man, look, we need a specialist to come in and fix this one. Because, man, hey, man, look. Hey, beep, man, we need a charge, man. The Tigers need a charge, man. Yeah. The Tigers need a charge. And I don't know what's going on. Right now, they still have 5 games. They have the tournament, they can fix it.
Yeah.
We can still fix it, people, but the players have to put forth effort to fix it. If we don't, Penny can draw up the scheme and he can put the people in their place. But if the players don't give the effort with the scheme, it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen.
We're going to follow it. We're going to be here to chronicle it, every game coming forth, those next 5 games. Look
Yeah.
for a recap show. Hopefully the energy surge won't happen again. I got to
Yeah,
talk
man.
about
Hey, Lee. It threw me off because I'm over here talking. I'm like, wait a minute. Hey, you stuck up like this. I'm like,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
like, we
man.
ain't talking no more.
Yeah,
Hey.
so I do apologize to everyone that's watching that we're on. But this is how we're going to do it for the rest of the season. After the Tigers game, we're going to recap that game. We want interaction from you all as the fans, interaction. Joshua, we really, really appreciate you, brother. Keep chiming in on our next show. We'll be recapping the next Tigers game. Hopefully, we get a much better effort than we did
Oh yeah,
today because
like Josh just said. Yeah.
yeah. We're
Yeah.
look from this whole year. We know that we're a tournament team. You just have to play like it because nothing's going to be given to you. The ACC is a very good conference, and you could see 5, 6 teams from the ACC get into the NCAA tournament. So there are some good teams in the ACC.
Yeah, it
Memphis
is.
early was one of them, and I still think they have the talent to be one of them. They're just not
Right.
sure.
Right. Look, man, I love my hometown Tigers, man. Look, hey, I still have hope, man. I still have hope. Like I said before, I want to see the better version of my
Yeah,
Tigers. I want to see
yeah,
that better version because I know it's in y'all. Y'all
yeah.
just need to y'all just need to bring it.
Yeah.
We
Well,
waiting.
to quote Jesse Jackson back in the day, we're going to keep hope alive. We're going to keep
Yes,
hope alive.
yeah.
We're
Keep
going to keep hope
hope alive.
alive.
Hey,
All
yeah,
right,
man. Hey,
next
Josh, yes, baby. Hey, we want to see what they're gonna do Wednesday. Hey, so we're gonna be back Wednesday. Are we playing at home? Are we at home Wednesday?
I think we are. I think we are. I think we are at home
Yes.
on Wednesday.
Okay.
Irregardless, we're going to wrap it up. We're going to definitely have a recap after that game.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we have better results. We want more of you to chime in, call with your comments, let us know what you think about our opinions. And
Right.
hey, we're going to chop it up. We're going to chop it up.
Okay. Yeah, I got you, Josh. I got you on the videos too. Yeah. But yeah. We'll see you Wednesday.
Hey,
Appreciate
we'll
you,
talk
Josh.
about Wednesday. This has
Yeah,
been After the
man.
Buzzer Sports Podcast. We're going to hit you back on Wednesday. Be good.
Yes, sir.